Hi, I'm Wilson. In this video, we're gonna go through the whole process of installing a very famous effects software, the Neural DSP plugin. Also do some basic settings about using the CE1's audio interface and the MIDI controller. And the first step, you need to register on this website and also buy the software. Or maybe you can download the trial version for a 14 days tryout. Assume you have already registered on this website, then you already buy the plugin. So you need to download and install the softwares and configure the iLok something, and then make it you can run on this computer. Okay, so just go to the plugin page, and here is all the things you can download. So let's start on this one and the ASIOs. So I have already buy this one, and I need to log in. Okay, after logging in, you can go to this, so Windows, and so it starts downloading right now. And you can download iLok and also the plugin separately, or you can just download this one. And during the installing, at the last step, it will pump out like you should download the iLok or something. Do the normal way. So it's beginning to install. Next. So everything is default. So the install process is very quickly. Okay, now we have this icon here. Let's try double click. So in order to run the software, you need a license support. Then he asks you to download and install the iLok. And then it will launch the updating license storage. And then you need to activate, or you just play try, and you have the 14 days trying of the software. So this is the activation code. Since you already buy, it's okay, you don't have this, you can just skip and then enter your ID and password, and it will automatically recognized. Let's go. Select the license to activate and show locations and the code. Since I have already run on many other devices, you don't have any license in your account. Okay, so now I'm encountering a problem. So each of the plugin, if you buy it, you can run the plugin on 3 different devices. CE1 could be one of them, and also you can install on your other computers. When you add the 4th computer, and you need to deactivate one of the previous computer. Yes, the iLok license manager, and then sign in. Let me just close one of the activation, deactivate. Okay, so you can only do the sense on the computer you already activated. So I need to go to my MacBook and deactivate the license. So okay, let's see, this is my MacBook, and here the ASIO license, and let's deactivate. Okay, so now I have the spare license can be used on other machine now. Also, I need to say I did the test about the plugins on the Windows system and also on the Mac system. The Windows 11 works great, and they are processing the fluent and the stability just the same. So I think most of the people think the Apple device is much more stable, but actually the Windows 11 and running on Windows with the ASIO driver is not that terrible as you think. It's really good. I will not have any hesitate to deactivate on this computer, and actually I'm not using this for quite a long time, and just running the software plugins just on this device. So now since we already have the spare license, let's run it again. Activate, skip, and with this, so we have the license here, and just next. Select location. So this location actually is standard for this computer, and next. So now successful activate. It turns up. We already have the GitHub plugged, but still no sound. Let's do the basic settings. Tuner, MIDI tab, and so the settings is on these settings. And then we need to, first we need to change the audio device to ASIO. That's the most important thing and the most critical selection. The general device we need to change to the USB to this one, and it's named like a Mellow Audio USB device. Here you can select in, out. So this one ASIO is a little different than the previous version, and I think this one is almost a newest version and have more control on the input output. So you can have all the 4 input and 4 output. So that's great improvement. So let's just do in, guitar in here, just the in 1 and out to the out 1 and out 2, the main out. And for MIDI device, let's select also this MIDI device for the sampling rate. Here you can select anything like 48, 96, 441, and just remember, if you want to play the guitar and also have all the system background like on the website, on other player, you need to set this sampling rate just the same as from the Windows system. From here, the sound settings and more settings here, I called TS Mega as well, and advanced, and here you need to keep this and that the same. Yeah, even the number like 48, but we still try 16-bit and also the 24-bit. So if still it's not coming all the sound, so you need to select this 2 and find the correct one. And then here also 48 sampling rate. So for the sample we can do lower 64, so gives a very good low latency. Yeah, it's already have the sound. More sound settings here, advanced. So 48 is correct, but 48 16-bit, let's do it. Okay, now, so the backing track is okay now, and also the effects. Let's go to the MIDI setup. So we need more patience. Here, I need to see. So all the MIDI settings we goes here, and then we add MIDI mappings. Our MIDI controller actually sends 2 kinds of command. So one is PC commands. PC commands actually it's the number, and it called the list from 0 to 127. That's the whole tone list. So it's very simple. The number calls the corresponding tones. Another command is CC commands. So CC commands actually sends 2 numbers. So the first number, the CC number, just a mapping to some functions we need to mapping. And then the second number is the value from 0 to 127, will stand for the parameters of the function you already mapped. That's all for MIDI control actually. If we want to use MIDI control for DSP plugin, the most important thing is not to control all the default tones. I mean all these factory default tones. So you just choose the tone you want and then save it. And all the saved tone will be appended to a new folder called user and will be appended to the end of this list. So that's very important. I will tell this later. And every time, for example, let me do the mapping just with 2 tones. Let's start the first one from ASIO's P90s. Okay, P90s. So this is the P90 sound. So the first step is to save. They can be the same name, but it's better to arrange a new name for it. For example, 1. And let's select another one. So now you can see here we have the user and this P90s. So let me choose another one. So this is clean tone. And save 2. Now from the list we can see user, we have these 2. Let's do the MIDI mapping. MIDI So if you know how to do it on this plugin, I think you will be learned and you can do any other software's MIDI setup. And just a new MIDI mapping. Neural DSP plugin, the MIDI control, it looks like most complex. It has so many types. Here we need to change the presets only, so we select the PC presets. PC presets means you send a PC command and the presets goes to that PC number. Here, just select the tone list you want to jump. Just go to the end of this list because all your saved tone is at the end. So this one is P90s, so P90s. And the channel, let's say channel 1. And the PC number, let's do PC0. So if we send PC0, this is PC0. Have you seen the background? It's already action. So let's do another one. Also PC presets, and our last saved number 2, and then we cannot use 0 and we use 1, so this one is 1. It's already succeed. Remember, just save as default. So if you don't save, next time you open this plugin, so all your MIDI configuration gone. So save as default. So now number 2, number 1. It's just that simple. So you can have all the different types. You just add one and CC relative, CC toggling, and noise gate. So if you choose different types, the same you can control will be changed as well. For example, let's do the CC. Let's do the CC value, and then you can see here it's not the tone list and it's other things like gain, like speed, just the parameters. So if we use the expression pedal here for the MIDI control, and we set the expression pedal CC number, and here we can control all the things here. So like on the top, it can be the output gain, like toggling. CC toggling, we can control some functions on off. For example, CC toggle, and we want to control the delay on off. In ASIO, there's no delay, just the echo. So the echo time, echo mix, echo active, echo active. So CC0, let's do CC20. Okay, because we can go to the CC PC mode. So still we can have these two, and also for this button, we can send the CC20 command, and no toggling, I think. Save as default again. So let's go to the echo. Yeah, you can see the echo can be turned on, off by this. So why it can be turned on and off is because we select the CC toggle. If we select CC number, it always can on but cannot off. This CC toggling actually can be achieved by our MIDI captain as well. By the MIDI controller, you can go to the USB setup mode and set the CC commands auto toggling the value from 0 to 127. So we have several ways to achieve this. And we can see now 1, 2. Let's back to see why we need to firstly save. So if you don't save, for example, you will get confused because you select this tone and you like it, and you select the MIDI control here and you found the tone, but that tone is the factory tone. So all the factory tone, if you change anything, and if you do the save, it will just automatically have the backup and a copied backup to the end of that list. But your PC value still point to the factory value. So you may be confused. You already saved some parameters, but when your MIDI calls, it always calls the original one. So you may get confused. That's all the problem. So firstly, we need to save it before we do the MIDI assignment, and we just assign the one we saved. So for the other time, anything you changed, you just click the save, and the MIDI will call the new one, the already changed one, just as you want. So that's the key point. So too much for today's video. So if you got the device and it's empty and you want to install the neural plugins, that's the whole process. And you just follow this video, you get what right it is here now. If you do the proper setup, and we already have a lot of friends using this device just for gigs and going outside and have the show, it will be no problem, and it works great. And for example, the gate, we can turn the gate very low. Still, we have any noise. You can see. You don't need to make the gate like this. Even for this distortion tone, so slightly bigger. But it's if my hands touch the string and have the shield, it's okay. Okay, thank you for all your support, and thank you for all the people who already placed the order. And still, we can take more orders right now. So any of your support will encourage us to move on. Thank you. When you go out and you don't want anything be changed by the touching screen, so just here you can see the light, the blue light in it. Now it's closed, so no one can change it now. So all your tone will be fixed, and just as it had been set. And then you can change it now. Very simple. So see the light. Okay, see you next time. Thank you.